distinguished speakers here today to shine a spotlight on the deadly threat faced by thousands of Christians in Nigeria. I would like to thank President Trump for prioritizing this issue and for his leadership on the global stage in calling for urgent action to defend Christians in Nigeria, to combat extremism, and to bring a stop to violence against those who simply want to exercise their natural right to freedom of religion or belief. I stand here as a proud New Yorker with a deep sense of gratitude that we live in a country where we can freely and safely worship God regardless of one's creed, background, or politics. No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion, like I recently stated on social media. And we don't have to share the same beliefs in order for us to respect each other. We're way beyond thinking or expecting or assuming for, the person sitting next to you to have the exact same beliefs. We're beyond that. That's ridiculous. But that shouldn't make one person feel less safe than anyone in any room. Music has taken me around the globe. I have seen how people, no matter their language, culture, or religion, come alive when they hear a song that touches their soul. Religious freedom means we all can sing our faith regardless of who we are, where we live, and what we believe. But today, faith is under attack in way too many places. In Nigeria, Christians are being targeted, driven from their homes, and killed. Churches have been burned. Families have been torn apart, and entire communities live in fear constantly, simply because of how they pray. Sadly, this problem is not only a growing problem in Nigeria, but also in so many other countries across the world, and it demands urgent action. And I want to be clear. Protecting Christians in Nigeria is not about taking sides or dividing people. It is about uniting humanity. Nigeria is a beautiful nation with deep faith traditions and lots of beautiful barbs that I can't wait to see. When one's church, mosque, or place of worship is destroyed, everyone's heart should break just a little bit. And the foundation of the United Nations, with its core mandate to ensure peace and security, should shake. I am joined here today by peace builders, by faith leaders, by those who saw violence, saw rising intolerance, saw the threats clearly before us, and chose not to look the other way. I am inspired by their work to build interfaith ties, to see the humanity across the lines which might divide us, and to fight for security and liberty for all those who pray. I look forward to our discussion today, and I hope it will encourage deepened solidarity for us to urgently work together to ensure every person can enjoy the right to believe, to worship, and to live in peace. Barbs, I know you're somewhere listening. I love you so very much. You have been the ultimate light in my life and career for so long. I appreciate you, and I want to make it very clear once again that this isn't about taking sides. This is about standing up in the face of injustice. It's about what I've always stood for my entire career, and I will continue to stand for that. For the rest of my life, I will care if anyone, anywhere, is being persecuted for their beliefs. Thank you.
This statement, or rather speech, has sparked outrageous reactions with the different views from Nigerians and even other people. Some saying that Nicki Minaj is not worthy to address such an issue of religion because of the lifestyle she has lived for a while. Some agreeing with her because they say that this is the time to come for one another. Nicki Minaj has stepped up to defend equal human rights. So let us watch this video and make a comment in the end.
Nicki Minaj spoke about the genocide in Nigeria. That's the mass killing of Christians in Nigeria. Some of you are not happy about it. Tell me why you're not happy about it. I went down to the comment section. Come and see. Some people are even retweeting it. Some people are even posting and adding some kind of nasty comments to it. Now, let me update you guys with some of the things people are saying. Oh, Nicki Minaj has a bad history. People should go and check up what she has done in the past. She's not the person in the best position to talk about the genocide happening in Nigeria. Please, you that is in the best position to talk about the genocide in Nigeria, please speak out. Someone else went further to say, oh, Nicki Minaj is a sinner, she's a rap artist, she knows nothing about God, Illuminati, blah, 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 blah. How many of your pastors, your daddy GO, that you pay your tithe to, have been able to speak about the genocide in Nigeria? How many? How many? How many of them has sent cars, has sent money to support these people that have been affected? How many of them have spoken about it? How many of them have put hands together and said, let's see how to help people like that Chomo where he is? None, but they are still requesting that people pay tithes. And some of them, I even heard that they're even farting on your faces for you to get miracles. And then you come speaking about what's her name, Nicki Minaj. You forget the Bible talks say, if you don't go praise me, God himself in Bible said, if you human will not praise me, I will raise the stones to praise me. So if she that was created in the image of God could speak out, now who you be to criticize her? Then the annoying part of it was that I now saw a guy, a Muslim guy. I wish I could get that post. I was just looking for the post, I couldn't find it again, so I could take a screenshot of it. He was saying that if you are a Muslim and you are posting what Nicki Minaj said, like the video about genocide in Nigeria, that you're not a true Muslim. Do you know, uncle, that a lot of people are already saying it, that Muslims are the problem in Nigeria, but of which both of us know that Muslims are not the problem in Nigeria. There are a set of people that are actually pushing this whole terrorist attack. So please, don't make Islam to look like a terrorist group. They are not. Don't worsen the case. So please, if people are coming out to speak about a country that both of us could not speak about to help our own country, if anybody would come out, even if the person let's say the person be the worst person you can ever think of, please allow the person to speak out. If the person wants to help, let the person speak, help us. Because at this point, you can't even tell what's going on in your country. Then Nicki Minaj come out to talk. All of you sing her song, you twerk to her songs. And today she's coming out to talk about terrorism in Nigeria. Some of you are saying that she's chasing clout. Let her chase the clout, we love it. As long as the terrorist issue in Nigeria will end. Don't worry, very soon they will tag on a terrorism country, a terrorist country. Now tell her I go open. Trump they come, most of you are fidgeting. Wait till it becomes a terrorist country.
Nicki Minaj lost over 300 followers on Twitter because she spoke out for Nigerians, the buying of Christians that is going on in Nigeria, and she's supporting Trump. You guys, because of that, they go to unfollow her. Now, you know the crazy part. Go and see her comment section. Go and see her comment section where Nigerians are saying, she too do. Why should they support Donald Trump? What's it concern her? Is he her country? Can you go, something bad is happening in your own country. Our celebrities, our people, they decide not to talk. People that are not even part of our country, they no carry our green card. Nothing concern them. They talk, they bash them, they go, they unfollow. So it is good that they are buying Christians. Have you guys seen the one that just happened on Sunday in Kwara State, that they've kidnapped the pastor, kidnapped some church members, spied like 3 people? So it should continue. Hey! Whether we like it or not, we are our own problem. And until we solve ourselves as the problem, Nigeria problem no fit solve. Because what do you mean? Hello, my G. I come in peace. God, like this country disgusting.
So Nicki Minaj has taken time out from fighting with Cardi B to comment on the situation in Nigeria. In her statement at the United Nations in New York, she thanked Trump for taking time to protect the Christians who were being murdered in Nigeria. And she said that she was very fortunate to live in New York, a place where you can worship whoever you want to worship. And that's, of course, you're Mexican or South African or Nigerian or whatever. you're not protected from ICE agents. But she said that she was very fortunate that she is living in New York, where people of all creeds can worship. Of course, this is hypocritical. So Nicki Minaj has got no clue what she's talking about. Why she's being given a platform at the United Nations, I have no idea. Just to say, some Christians have been murdered in Nigeria, as well as Muslims, as well as regular people who have no business with any other church. They are all being killed in Nigeria. But somehow Trump has decided that it's only Christians that he's going to speak up for. And Nicki Minaj has come out to thank Trump for his support of the Nigerian Christians. They don't care about the other Nigerians, just the Christians in Nigeria.
I think it's so crazy that we have a country that is so partisan now, that is so evil. People are so evil that Nicki Minaj has people saying they cannot support her. Not because she says she voted for Trump. Not because she said any of those things. But because she worked with the president to be a voice against Christians being killed in other countries. This is how wicked and evil these people are, you people are, that you do not care about life. 100,000 Christians have been killed in Nigeria, and apparently you care more about politics, and you care more about your hatred for Donald Trump than you do the lives of thousands of Christians that could be saved because of her voice. You would rather Cardi B and other celebrities who are dedicated to the party you think is for you, because apparently we're in a place in America where people can't have their own minds and they have to believe the same way you do. It doesn't mean she's transphobic, or which Trump is none of those things, but it doesn't mean she believes in everything he says. But this is the same generation that tells you you have to divorce people or you have to stop being friends with people because they vote differently than you do. These narrow-minded children, these narrow-minded infants, I salute her, right? And I hate that she has to lose that type of support.
When did Nicki Minaj become an advocate for Christianity in Nigeria? This doesn't make sense to me. When did Nicki Minaj become an advocate for Christianity in Nigeria? Politics aside, let's just reason. I didn't even know Nicki Minaj was a Christian, if you ask me. Not to judge her or nothing. I ain't got nothing against her. But when did she become an advocate for Christianity in Nigeria, where she had to go to the UN and shit like that? When all this happened? It's not like Nigeria doesn't have celebrities. They are big time celebrities. Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, who is touring the United States right now. Omale, Rema, Arasta, Tiwa Savage, Thames. They are big stars. But I don't even see none of them talking about it. There's people dying, don't get me wrong. There's people dying, but to just label that as it's just Christians dying. No, there's other people dying too. People are dying. Yes, people are actually really dying. Even in the dough, you go farm. As you enter farm, cow don't eat all your crop finish. What you go do? And the same people, the same terrorists, so now they catch for whole room that time when they come burn them. It can cause a whole problem and all these things. It still not make sense now. But anyway, I just divert from the story itself. But when did Nicki Minaj become an advocate for Christianity in Nigeria? It's not making sense, man. It's not making sense. It is not making sense. The fact that even the celebrities are not even talking about it, that's why it's not making sense. Okay.
Our celebrities are keeping quiet, but Nicki Minaj is speaking up for Nigeria.
Nicki Minaj doesn't care about Nigeria. Nicki Minaj cares about Nicki Minaj. Know this and know peace. Because was it not 2-3 weeks ago she was fighting with Cardi B, calling her all sorts of names under the sun and insulting her children. And all of a sudden now she cares about Christians in Nigeria. And to show you how disingenuous and fake Nicki Minaj's UN speech and action was, if Nicki Minaj genuinely wanted to help Nigeria, she would have found somebody from Nigeria. A lot of Nigerians are around her, I'm sure. Found somebody from Nigeria who actually has an intimate understanding of what is going on in our country, and used her platform to say, look, I've been given this platform. Would you like to speak about what's going on in Nigeria? She didn't do that. She went there, gave her speech and went home. Because it wasn't about helping Nigerians. It wasn't about helping Christians, Muslims. It was about Nicki Minaj and bringing and showing herself to be useful to the Trump administration. Why? Because Nicki Minaj has quite a lot of legal peril and she needs some sort of support from Trump. I don't know what that support is. I don't know what, or maybe she's just trying to tap into the MAGA base. I don't know. I'll leave that for you to decide. And one last thing for Nigerians. When they came the first time, they brought brutality. They exploited, stole, and colonized your land. When they come again, and they are coming again, they are going to use Nicki Minaj and the pretense of wanting to help you to come back. And this time, they aren't leaving.
So I understand that it is good for us to get more people to, put their voice or lend their voice about this Christian genocide going on in northern Nigeria. And I also understand that Nicki Minaj should also put her voice. But what I don't understand exactly is, why is Nicki Minaj going to talk about Christian genocide that's happening in Nigeria when I don't think she has been to Nigeria or even the northern part of Nigeria? In UN, is it UN or the American, whatever they call it, somewhere in America? You can see the video playing there. Now I was just thinking, why can't they get, at least there are a lot of Nigerians in the United States that have family in northern Nigeria that can give first-hand, information about what is happening in that same place that Nicki Minaj has gone to. So the question is, why is Nicki Minaj the one giving such, statement or, talking about it there? On the other hand, we should not get carried away by the fact that whatever the United States wants to do, they still have their interests to protect, which we all know, but just to put it out there for you guys to know, right? I'm kind of not comfortable with the fact that Nicki Minaj was used to go and give a speech about what is happening in northern Nigeria or in Nigeria by somebody that has not even been to Nigeria. I mean, whatever she's saying is hearsay, and of course you could see that she was reading from a paper. We appreciate that she's giving her voice about it, but she could as well lend her voice on her social media pages that she's got. She could go for television interviews and the rest of it, but going to that particular place in America should have been done by someone from Nigeria that has the information firsthand. At least the United States could have invited, the pastor that has been lending his voice about these whole killings for the past couple of weeks now, that majority of our mainstream media has refused to interview him. I think the only station that has interviewed him is News Central, that news station, that new one that just came out. And then Piers Morgan, of course, that interviewed him just some few days back. I mean, the United States could have as well paid his flight, give him free visa, let him come to that place and give first-hand information. I'm just thinking out loud, I don't know what game the United States is playing here by bringing a foreigner to come to that place and give that speech instead of people that have stayed and lived in that terror to give a first-hand information about what is happening there.
But I'm just thinking out loud, so I feel I should just make this video, and I'd like to hear your opinion on the comment section of what you think about Nicki Minaj. Cheers.
Now, I have 2 points to make on this video. One agreeing with Nicki Minaj, and another one going on the contrary. First of all, if I want to agree with this statement, Nigeria has faced a backlash between religions, the Muslims and the Christians being on loggerheads. Some would say that Nicki Minaj has never been so much a Christian, or rather a religious, because of the kind of music and videos she produces. But in life is about upholding the dignity of humans. You can never kill and expect people to just be silent. So when she comes as a defender of these rights, he stands a chance to be accepted as a champion of humanity, a champion of equal society, a champion of a society that yearns to be in harmony with each other, regardless of race, regardless of religion, regardless of anything that makes us seem to be different, because we are just one. We can be different in religion or race, but all that matters is that we are all humans. So Nicki Minaj coming, rather stepping forward to castigate such an issue is something that should not be taken lightly. On the contrary, I want to make a statement also, because in this world, a lot of things have not happened the way people expect them. For instance, involving Trump in this statement and appreciating Trump in this statement is worsening, or rather is creating a different view on this or on what she meant. This is what I mean. Trump invasion in Africa has been evident, and in most situations, the United States pose as friends of Africa, but deep down, it has been embedded with the resource exploitation, increased warfare, and mass killings with the disregard of human rights. They come in pretense of US aid. That is something that deep down they do not mean it. So maybe people feel that the United States want to meddle in the affairs of Nigeria, because they feel that the oil situated in Nigeria, the natural resources that is making Nigeria be what is admirable as it is, should be exploited. Or there is something that America has seen on Nigeria, that they want to bombard the Muslims and Christians to have a difference and be at war with each other, then come as a peacemaker. When they come as a peacemaker, all they do is to exploit these resources in pretense of being peacekeepers. That is another view that should not be taken lightly. So we have to appreciate Nicki Minaj for defending human rights, and at the same time, we have to be keen on why she involved Donald Trump in this. Is there honesty in the statement she was making? If there is honesty, then that's the direction humans should take. But if there is dishonesty, then we uphold those who castigate his statements. We uphold those who are against such pretense that has been letting down and breaking our norms of the societies. So let us hit the comment section and tell us what you feel about this. Comment on this, and also if you're watching us, kindly do not forget to subscribe to this channel, because that is how we interact, and that is how you build us. Thank you, and may God bless you.